All right, let's go.
Number 8. Stephenson 218, the largest single star. Our sun is 1.4 million kilometers wide. That sounds enormous. It is not even close to what exists out there. Stephenson 218 is a red hypergiant sitting approximately 19,000 light-years away in the constellation Scutum. Its estimated radius is around 2,150 times that of the Sun. If you placed it at the center of our solar system, its surface would extend past the orbit of Saturn. Not Mercury, not Mars, not Jupiter, Saturn. Everything inside Saturn's orbit, every planet, every moon, every asteroid belt would be inside this star. Its diameter works out to roughly 3 billion kilometers. Light takes about 4 hours to cross our entire solar system from the Sun to Neptune. Light would take over 8 hours just to travel across Stephenson 218, one single star. It shines approximately 440,000 times brighter than the Sun, and it is not the largest thing in the universe by a long distance. It is not even the largest thing on this list. It is number 8.
Number 7. TON 618, the largest black hole. TON 618 is not just a black hole. It is an entirely new category of object. Black holes are measured by mass. The black hole at the center of our own Milky Way, Sagittarius A star, has a mass of 4.6 million times our Sun. That sounds large. TON 618 has a mass of 66 billion solar masses. That is 15,300 times more massive than the black hole at the center of our entire galaxy. It is heavier than every single star in the Milky Way combined. Its event horizon, the point of no return, is 1,300 astronomical units across. 1 astronomical unit is the distance from the Earth to the Sun. The event horizon of TON 618 alone spans 1,300 times that distance. Its diameter in kilometers is approximately 262 billion kilometers, 43 times the width of our entire solar system. It is classified as an ultra-massive black hole, a new term that had to be invented because the existing classifications were not sufficient. It sits 10.4 billion light-years away, powering a quasar, an active galactic core that shines 140 trillion times brighter than the Sun. The galaxy around it is invisible from Earth. The black hole outshines the entire galaxy hosting it so completely that the galaxy itself cannot be seen. Number 6. IC 1101, the largest galaxy. The Milky Way is approximately 100,000 light-years across. It contains an estimated 300 billion stars. It is enormous by any human scale of reference. IC 1101 makes the Milky Way look like a suburb. This supergiant elliptical galaxy sits about 1.07 billion light-years away at the center of the Abell 2029 galaxy cluster and the constellation Virgo. Its central diameter is estimated at around 2 million light-years. Its full extended halo, the diffuse outer region of stars and dark matter, stretches approximately 4 million light-years from edge to edge. If IC 1101 were placed where the Milky Way sits right now, its outer edge would reach past Andromeda and keep going. It contains an estimated 100 trillion stars. The Milky Way has 300 billion. IC 1101 has more than 300 times that number. Its central black hole sits between 50 and 70 billion solar masses, comparable to TON 618 in the previous entry, and it is a dying galaxy. Almost no new stars are forming. It grew to this size through hundreds of galaxy mergers over billions of years. Now it simply sits there, massive, quiet, and consuming everything around it too slowly to see.
Number 5. Porphyrion, the largest structure of galactic origin. In 2024, astronomers announced the discovery of a radio galaxy unlike anything previously confirmed.
Porphyrion, named after a giant in Greek mythology, is a galaxy that has fired jets of energy from its central black hole outward in two directions. Those jets, traveling at near light speed for hundreds of millions of years, have inflated two enormous radio lobes on either side of the galaxy. The total span of those structures, from one radio lobe to the other, is 23 megaparsecs. That is 23 million light-years. To cross Porphyrion at the speed of light would take 23 million years. The Milky Way is 100,000 light-years across. Porphyrion's jet structure is 230 Milky Ways wide. End to end, one galaxy did this, one black hole, firing continuously for long enough to carve out a structure spanning 23 million years of space. It is the largest confirmed structure of galactic origin ever discovered, and it is still not the largest thing we have found. Number 4. The Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall. 10 billion light-years of structure. In 2013, a team of astronomers studying gamma-ray burst distributions noticed something wrong. Gamma-ray bursts are the most energetic explosions in the universe, the deaths of massive stars, and they are distributed roughly evenly across the sky, except in one region. In the direction of the constellations Hercules and Corona Borealis, there was a massive statistical clustering. Too many gamma-ray bursts concentrated in one area, a concentration that suggested something enormous was there. Something so big it was biasing the distribution of the most powerful explosions in the known universe. What they found was the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall, a superstructure of galaxies stretching approximately 10 billion light-years in its longest dimension. For comparison, the entire observable universe is about 93 billion light-years across. This single structure spans roughly 1/9 of the observable universe. A photon of light leaving one end of this structure and traveling to the other end would take 10 billion years. The universe itself is only 13.8 billion years old. This structure has been forming for most of the age of the universe. Its existence creates a serious problem. The standard cosmological model, the lambda CDM model that describes how the universe evolved after the Big Bang, predicts that structures this large should not be able to form. The universe is not old enough, and the forces involved are not strong enough to assemble something this enormous. The Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall either breaks our model or requires revisions to it that have not yet been worked out. It is not supposed to exist. It does. Number 3. The Quipu Superstructure, the most massive known object. Bigger does not always mean more massive. Size and mass are different measurements, but the Quipu Superstructure holds both records simultaneously. Announced in a paper in 2025 using data from the Rosat X-ray satellite, Quipu is a web-like filament of galaxy clusters stretching approximately 1.3 billion light-years in length. It was named by its discoverer, Hans Boehringer, who first saw an Andean knotted textile called a quipu in a museum near Santiago, Chile, and recognized the structural similarity to what his data was showing him. Its mass is estimated at 200 quadrillion solar masses, 2 × 10 to the power of 17. That is 200,000 times the entire Milky Way galaxy. It is the most massive gravitationally connected structure ever confirmed. Not the widest, not the longest on this list, but the heaviest single-bound object ever found anywhere in the observable universe. The Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall may be wider, but Quipu is denser, more concentrated, more gravitationally coherent. As of 2025, it holds the title of both the largest and most massive structure known in the nearby universe. Number 2. The Cosmic Web, the skeleton of everything. None of the individual structures on this list, not IC1101, not Porphyrion, not Quipu, not the Great Wall, exist in isolation. They are all nodes and filaments in a single larger structure, the Cosmic Web. The Cosmic Web is the large-scale structure of the universe itself. Galaxy clusters sit at the intersections of enormous filaments of gas, dark matter, and galaxies. Between those filaments are vast voids, regions hundreds of millions of light years across, containing almost nothing. No galaxies, no stars, no detectable matter of any kind. The filaments themselves are the largest continuous structures in existence. Some span hundreds of millions of light years. The Perseus-Pisces supercluster filament, the Laniakea supercluster, the gravitational basin that contains the Milky Way, spans 520 million light years and contains the mass of 100 million billion suns. The cosmic web formed directly from quantum fluctuations in the first fraction of a second after the Big Bang. Tiny differences in density, smaller than the width of a proton scaled to the size of the observable universe, got stretched by cosmic inflation and then amplified by gravity over 13.8 billion years into the structure we observe today. Every galaxy cluster, every filament, every void, all of it traceable back to quantum noise in the first moment of the universe.
Number 1. The observable universe, the only container we know. Everything on this list, every star, every black hole, every galaxy, every supercluster, every filament of the cosmic web fits inside this. The observable universe is not the universe. It is the sphere of space from which light has had time to reach us since the Big Bang. Light travels at 299,792 kilometers per second. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. The observable universe, therefore, has a radius of roughly 46.5 billion light years, not 13.8 because the universe has been expanding the entire time light was traveling, giving it a total diameter of approximately 93 billion light years. It contains an estimated 2 trillion galaxies, not billion, trillion. The Hubble Deep Field image, a photograph of a tiny patch of sky the size of a grain of sand held at arm's length, revealed approximately 10,000 galaxies in that one small patch, each one of those galaxies containing hundreds of billions to trillions of stars. And the observable universe is not the universe. It is just the part we can see. The full universe extends beyond what light has had time to reach us. Some estimates put the full universe at 250 times the diameter of the observable portion. Other models suggest it may be infinite. There is no confirmed answer. No instrument we have can look past the edge of what light can reach. The observable universe is the largest object we can define. Beyond it, unknown. 8 objects, from the largest single star to the only container that holds everything. A star big enough to swallow Saturn's orbit, a black hole heavier than every star in our galaxy combined, a galaxy with 100 trillion stars, a jet structure spanning 23 million light years, a superstructure that should not exist, the skeleton of everything, and a sphere of light 93 billion light years across that is still not the whole picture. Every skill you have from measuring large things is not enough. Subscribe to Cosmic Hives. See you in the next one.